Hello guys, welcome to this video review of another iPad accessory. Today I'm going to review Slim Folio Pro from Logitech, which is actually a keyboard case cover for iPad Pro. I've got with me here an iPad 12.9 inch Gen 3. It's not the latest one. And I just bought this Logitech Slim Folio Pro for the same version, which is 12.9 Gen 3. This particular keyboard is not available from Apple at the moment because they discontinued Gen 3, and you will still be able to find the Gen 4 or the 2020 iPad version of this keyboard from Logitech, which Apple sells. I really wanted to go with the exact fit for my camera, and that's why I bought this. Before I proceed, guys, just to give you a background of who I am, I'm just another tech enthusiast. I'm not a professional reviewer or anything. I just buy some gadgets, and if I think it's useful for others, I try to do a review of it. As such, how do I know that it will be useful for others? It's just from my experience. I would have done a lot of research before I decided on this product. Speaking about Logitech, I started looking around. I first bought this iPad Pro. It's an actual Apple refurbished one, so I don't get any. Just to reiterate the fact that I don't get these things sent out for review or anything. I try to be. This is going to be a very unbiased one in all respect. So once I bought this iPad Pro, I just immediately found out that I'm missing something. And I knew that it's actually a keyboard. I wanted keyboard to complete it. Apple still has some really nice solutions for it, but unfortunately there is one small problem with Apple. It's the price. The price tag is huge. Like a minimum you're looking at $200 for the Smart Folio type cover, and which goes up, then it goes up to $350. Ridiculous $350 for the new Magic keyboard. You know, guys, no matter whatever Magic it offers, I am not ready to spend that kind of money on a keyboard. At the end of the day, it's a keyboard. So after a lot of research, I thought, okay, let me give a try for this Slim Folio Pro. I was actually debating in my mind between the 200 pounds 199 pounds worth Apple Smart Folio keyboard. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but you guys know what I mean. Versus this Logitech. Obviously, I thought first I'll give this a try, and if I'm keeping this, then it's $100 in my pocket. Actually, I bought this for 119 pounds from Argos in UK. So you might see it's 10 pounds cheaper in Apple Store, but as I mentioned, they don't sell it for the version of iPad that I have here. Okay, to start off with, the first things first. As soon as I picked it up from the store, my initial impression is, God, this is heavy. This is really heavy, and you can feel it. You hold it like this, you hold it this way, you feel the weight. You hold it this way, like you hold a book or a laptop. Okay, it's okay. You don't feel it that much. But okay, let me be clear here. I mean, there's no argument to the point that anybody picking it up will really know the weight of it. You will get all the numbers if you do a quick Google. My own Google search tells me that this is around 650 grams and this is like 550 grams. But to be honest, guys, holding this, I would rather say this is lighter. This feels lighter than this. It could be down to the case. We will come to that. I'll open it and again feel it. But this feels, the keyboard feels heavier than the iPad. That's not sounding great. But let's get to the matters. Let's quickly open this. Okay. Yeah. Just to start with, it's got a magnetic thing. Obviously, it's not really an unboxing video, but it's a nice magnet in here. And I think this keyboard has got a lot of magnets used anyway to achieve its functionality. Oh, that's pretty strong magnet. This flap, Right, okay. So let's quickly remove this. We have the keyboard cover without the iPad in there. What's my first impression again? This is going to look big with or without the iPad in. You guys can see. If I show you this way, okay, yeah, you can see through it, and it's that wide essentially. Okay, we open it up. What have we got here? We got a flap, we got the back protection for iPad itself, which in my opinion is not anything thicker than what I currently got. What I currently got is one from JTech, which I bought from Amazon. I think this is probably even thinner than that. But that's not the end of it. As you can see, there is another layer here which adds up. Then we have the keyboard with its battery. I think, I've read elsewhere that that's what is adding the weight. And you got the keyboard itself, the key part of the keyboard. And yeah, that's all what adds up. So let's quickly remove this from its existing case. The iPad. Okay, there it goes. This bit is flexible at the top, whereas the bottom bit is not. So I should first slide it in this way. And once that is in, I can simply, oh, come on, can't be that hard. There you go, one side in. And yeah, I have to just press it in. I don't know what this would mean if you have a screen protector on it. I don't have one on me, on my iPad. We have a screen protector, and if you try to squeeze it in like I have done, there is a high chance that it comes off. Right, okay, that's a different matter. Ooh, okay, now I feel like my iPad is also heavy. Interesting. Okay, so what do we have here? We got two lines here. Don't know what this one is for. It's definitely not magnetic. But we have a strip here which is quite magnetic, and the iPad just attaches. And what to do with this flap? Shouldn't be like that. Let me see. Oh, yes, it does. It does actually connect the back. And I must say it's pretty good magnetic connection there at the back. Now let me turn on the iPad. I have to connect the Bluetooth. Yeah, okay, let me quickly go to my Bluetooth settings. Select Slim Folio Pro, come back with the number 069577. It doesn't work, or it did. Clear. Okay, got connected. A bit of a hiccup there. Okay, so let's see what I can do now. So if I go to my notes, and if I create a new note, okay, that's not bad. It is good typing. I got a few letters wrong there. It could be down to my typing. But overall, the keyboard looks good. You got this home button. You can go to home. I think you can bring up, this one is, there are some shortcut keys anyway there. You can increase the volume. You can decrease the volume. Lock the iPad, which is good, quite handy. These are scissor keyboard, so scissor keys as I understand. But just a word of warning, you can see a lot of gaps around the keyboard, under the keyboard, so there's high chance of breadcrumbs or whatever you're eating getting lodged inside. So just be careful on that. In terms of the viewing angle itself, this is quite heavy. Actually, I was trying to change the angle, holding the iPad up to not release the keyboard, which is good. I think you have to use a bit of force there to remove it from the magnet. You can leave it like that, but it's not, this angle is not very useful. I think it just, yeah, it doesn't hold up. You can use it, I think, as long as you're on a stable platform, but it just slips back this way. And I think when you remove it, it automatically loses the connection with the keyboard. You can no longer use the keyboard. Yeah, you can no longer use the keyboard, so there's no point in leaving it there. You can't still use the keyboard. I'll prove that by turning it on. The good things, it's got protection, it's got a decent keyboard size, one viewing angle. In fact, actually there is a second viewing angle, which is at the back here on this side. If you actually lift it up, it's a bit tricky one. If you lift it up and push it inside, you get a bit more straight angle, I would say. Very much close to 90 degree, maybe an 80 degree angle, if you want to work it that way. And you can always move it back to its standard angle, which is a bit more leaning towards the back. And the flap at the back, it stays up, which is good. Right, okay, let me lock my iPad again, remove it, put it back as a cover, and put the flap up. And here it is, my iPad. Now, just for comparison, I got my Dell laptop next to it. If I place this on top, yes, you can easily say Dell looks slimmer than my iPad. That is something you need to keep in mind. This almost makes your iPad look bulkier than a laptop. And you can see it from different angles here. If you do it this way, you can still make out this makes your iPad Pro, which is supposed to be a very slim device, probably the iPad with the slimmest of the profile, it makes it a proper laptop-like. In weight, it makes it around if I use the calculations, use the numbers which I mentioned, it's like 1.2 kg. That is not bad because my Dell laptop is definitely more heavier than that. But in terms of thickness, it really makes it look like a standard laptop. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know. I've made up my mind. I will just try and use it for a couple of days. If I'm not happy, I'll probably return this. And then my only option I'm left with is the Smart Keyboard Folio from Apple. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and more importantly, it will help you make a decision when it comes to choosing your keyboard for your iPad. And if you like this video, please remember to press the thumbs up icon. Not that I will get any benefit out of it. It's good to know whether I have been of use or this video has been of use for anybody. Thank you very much. Bye bye.